Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about how Doctor Who, according to this Friday article, is confirmed to be the 14th Doctor, with Nuchi Gatwa to follow. So, Time Lords can't, because have you guys seen the last episode of Doctor Who, which aired last Sunday, which was October, I think 29th? No, not 29th, 27th? No, 22, 2nd. Man, I got my dates wrong. Anyways, on October 22nd, it was Jodie Whittaker's regeneration episode, right? But she didn't regenerate into Gatwa's doctor. She regenerated into Tennant's doctor, who's known as the 10th Doctor. So is Tennant playing now 10th and 14th? I'm curious to see how this version of the Doctor is going to be now. Anywho, let's read, shall we? It says Jodie Whittaker, the 13th Doctor, in the BBC's long-running and immensely popular Doctor Who series, regenerated on Sunday, October 23rd. I'm sorry, 23rd. Anyway, revealing David Tennant, who was the 10th Doctor, as the 14th. Tennant and Catherine Tate are reprising their roles for the show's 60th anniversary, and the BBC has confirmed that they will appear in 3 special episodes set to air in November 2023. David Tennant, previously known as the 10th Doctor, and also known as the 14th Doctor, confused. Don't worry, he seems to be a little perplexed too. Doctor Who began in 1963 and follows the adventures of a Time Lord known as the Doctor, an extraterrestrial being with a human appearance. The Doctor travels the universe in a time-traveling spaceship called the TARDIS. The next Doctor, played by sex education star Gatwa, will take control of the TARDIS after Tennant, with his first episode airing over the festive period of 2023. Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies said, "If you thought the appearance of David Tennant was a shock, we've got plenty of more surprises on the way. The path to Nuchi's Doctor, 15th Doctor, is laden with mystery, horror, robot puppets, danger, and fun, and how it is connected to return to the wonderful Donna Noble. How, what, and why. We're giving you a year to speculate, and then all hell lets loose." For the special's Heartstopper, actor Yasmin Finley joined the cast as Rose. It was revealed in May, and there's also a mysterious new character played by Neil Patrick Harris. Davies, who said at the time, "Life of the Doctor Who gets brighter and wilder. How can there be another Rose?" You'll find out in 2023, but it's an absolute joy to welcome Yasmin to the Doctor Who set. We all fell in love with her in Heartstopper, one of those shows which changes the world, and now Yasmin can change the Who universe. And I'm actually intrigued on how they're going to incorporate Donna Noble, because it was towards the end of David Tennant's run as the 10th Doctor. Donna Noble had to forget her time as the Doctor's companion, And if she did remember, then she will die. At least that's what they set up, right? So how, like, Sir David Tennant, somewhat, like, being the 14th Doctor is somewhat confusing to me. On one hand, I'm happy to see David Tennant come back to be the Doctor. Sure, it's confusing that he's the 10th and the 14th Doctor, but I'm hoping they will explain it in a very good way. Because this is the first time that I'm aware of that Time Lords can regenerate and go back to the face that they once were. And will this Doctor act the same as the 10th Doctor? If David Tennant is confirmed as the 14th Doctor, does that mean he is the 10th? He's going to be essentially the 10th Doctor again? Or is he going to be a new Doctor? In it, like, in terms of taking on a new personality. Because each Doctor that we've seen, well, yeah, they're the same person, but each version of the Doctor, from the first Doctor, second Doctor, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 8th, wartime Doctor, 10th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, and 13th, they all had their own separate things that distinct them more than just what they wore. That makes sense. It's more like there is some personality changes too. And this also makes me curious. Well, this version of David Tennant's Doctor act identical to the 10th Doctor? That's my first question. I know I kind of repeat that a bit. I do apologize. But that's a very important question, I feel like. And number 2, does assuming how, like, that Donna Noble remembers the Doctor, how the hell is she still alive? And will she die in this episode? Or in this special, I should say. It's supposed to be 3 parts. So, my question is, as my cat is being very annoying right now, constantly meowing, how can Donna Noble still be alive with what they set up towards the end of the David Tennant run as the 10th Doctor? Because, as I said before, they set it up where if Donna Noble remembers the Doctor, she will die. And if she survives, how do they cheat Donna's death? Because that's another thing they'll have to do, is cheat her death. Is this the same Donna that we knew before? Or is this Donna from, like, a different reality? Are they going to bring in the multiverse again? Because I believe they brought in the multiverse when the 10th Doctor left Rose with his human clone. And so are they going to bring Donna Noble from that universe into this universe? And that's how they're going to cheat Donna Noble remembering the Doctor? It does raise a lot of questions, I'll admit. And admittedly, I'm going to watch the new Doctor Who when it comes out, because, like I said, this raises a lot of questions. And it's confusing as hell. And like I was saying not so long ago that I'm not exactly a fan of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor's direction. I think she had a lot of potential. Like, I remember when Jodie Whittaker's, I know I said this in the previous, I think in my last video of Doctor Who. I didn't mind Jodie Whittaker being the Doctor as much as some other people did. I was just hoping, she would have a good run. And I am not the biggest fan of how her run had. I mean, sure, there were moments I did like in Jodie Whittaker's run, but for the most part, it was for me, lackluster, disappointing, and I hate saying that. I really do. And I did give Jodie Whittaker's Doctor a chance. I really did. So it's not like I'm saying, "Oh, Jodie Whittaker, he's gonna ruin Doctor Who," blah blah blah. But because I did give her a chance, not a big fan of her Doctor's run. It's not a knock towards Jodie Whittaker. If anything, if you want to consider this as a knock, it's more of a knock towards showrunners. And I think I heard. I got I want to say this was on TikTok, in a clip of David Tennant saying that he came back because of the showrunners. If I can find that, I'll add it to the description, or I'll put it under the reply section of the pinned comments section, because I'll have this article in the pinned comment section like I do with all my other videos where I read articles. So maybe I'll do that if I can find that video I'm referring to with David Tennant on YouTube. Then hopefully I can find it on YouTube. But yeah, I'm just more. I'm curious about the whole. How can a Time Lord regenerate back to how they looked before, but more curious on how the hell does Donna go with the Doctor, and how the hell is she dead? Because last time I checked, she can't remember the Doctor, otherwise she's dead. Or is this the same Donna we know? Is she our dimension Donna, or is she the Donna from the alternate timeline where Rose and the other Doctor is at? I gotta know these things. Anywho, let me know how you guys feel about this. I will have the article. I'll write it in the pinned comments down below at the very least. Let me know. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I will talk to you fellow Mitches later. Later, taters.